Hey everyone, Anthony Morgan's Training Academy. Today is about the live hand. The live hand is what protects us in every situation. No matter if I'm working with gun work, if I'm working with blade work, stick work, staff work, boxing, whatever it is, that live hand has to be in there at all times. This is a live blade, okay? And I say it's a live blade. It's World War II. It's got the skull, single edge, and it is sharp. Now, anytime I'm working, it doesn't matter if it's a training knife or a live blade, my habits have to be the same, okay? And I said has to be the same, okay? If I'm making stupid mistakes like this with a training knife, I'm going to make those same stupid mistakes with a real blade. So anytime I'm moving in here, okay, this hand understands exactly where this blade's going to go. Now, if I move here, okay, a lot of times when you see me move here, this hand, there may be something in between. Maybe his hand is here, okay? Maybe his head is here. Maybe his body's here. Maybe I'm deflecting the stick. But you notice where my hands are here. And this is one of my pet peeves. It was one of C. Joe James DeMille, one of his pet peeves too, is do not drop your hands down here, okay? Do not drop your hands down here, because now they're no longer in the fight. So if I'm moving in here, okay, whether I'm jabbing here, or I'm thrusting, I'm going to stay in my elbow pocket here, okay, and that's where this position is. Now, if I move in here to cover something, I'm covering something so that I can still have this in the race, okay. Now, I may be working here, I may be working here, okay, but my hand is covering my computer, which is up here, okay. So as I'm moving in here with this blade, I understand where my blade is at all times. I'm not guessing, okay, when I go out here and I go like this. You need to spend more time with your blade to understand that. Okay, you're not going to go here and cut your hand, and if you do, that's because you're doing it with the training knife. Now, not everyone that watches my videos are knife fighters. Not every one of you are stick fighters. Not every one of you, but self-defense is self-defense. And if you guys can pick up just one part of this video, that's what that would be, is understanding, you know, when this is moving in here, where this knife is and where this hand is, where my head, my body is, where am I moving, okay? If in a situation I move backwards too much, that's a vulnerable state, okay? If I move in too much, that's a vulnerable state. If I move to the right, move to the left. So this is why we have to train and train and train. And that's why the important part of this, if I move here, my head is always moving. If I'm moving here with my footwork, okay, here, but this hand always knows where this blade is. And it just comes with years and years of training. So don't be, as I would say, stupid about your blade work or about your stick work. So if this has got a really cool little sheath here, okay, little sheath, it's cool. If I'm working with machete here, see my machete, see how my hand is up here, so that I don't crack my elbow when I come down through here. If my hand is here, I'm going to crack that elbow. So a lot of times I'll keep my elbow up into here. So when I cut here, this is working in here, okay? I know exactly where this blade's going to be, where my hand's going to be, okay? Am I going to hit you here? If I hit here, my blade is going to be here, okay? My blade's not going to be here, because if you hit my hand or block my hand's going to come back against my machete. So if I fire this, I want this here. Now, if the blade is out, the hand is back. So I'm constantly moving this position if I have a machete in my hand. Now, same with the stick. If I'm moving in here, okay, and I'm working this pattern, it may be working this pattern, but my hand has to be moving at all times. I'd want to just stay here like this and do this. counterproductive. Okay, I can't really block. Sure, it's protecting this one place right here, so I can go here, I can go here, I can go here. But a lot of times, if I move here, okay, my hand is going to go here. Sometimes if I counterbalance, it may go here. Okay, sometimes if I'm working over here, it may be here because maybe I'm going to fire an elbow. But keeping your hands in the fight. This down here, guys, ladies, kids, whoever's watching this, the only reason that hand should be down there is if I'm drawing a knife or if I'm drawing a gun. Other than that, this hand shouldn't be here. So keep that up here. If you're going to get used to this, okay? If I'm working here, if I'm placing here, okay, this hand is working in this position at all times. And knowing where the edge of your blade is at all times. Don't get caught in just training just to be training. Understand how your blade moves, where your blade, and what blade are you carrying? You know, are you carrying, let's see, where is it at? Okay, this is a fruit knife, okay? Got a 5-inch blade, okay? Fruit knife, okay? Now, you notice I have to make a bigger dip here because the blade's longer. It's not something that I would carry into a fight with, but it's great for cutting apples. And that's why I carry it, for cutting fruit and stuff like that. I don't carry it for fighting. But if I have to use it, I'll use it. But I may use it as a, you know, an impact weapon. Okay, it's long enough to where I can use this as an impact weapon. But my main thing is understand where your hands are. Okay, okay, don't have them too low. Don't have them too high. Okay, try to get to where, as C. Joe James DeMille used to always tell me, block down, cover like on a wusao. If I'm here, I'm going to cover this. This is going to be between my cheek and his punch, okay? So wherever his punch is, I want to cover this, but I want to make sure that that line from his punch to my face is covered with this wusao. Now, I hear guys say, well, drop them down a little bit. Dropping them down, you can work it on gun work, okay? Move up and get the gun. But if I'm here and there's a gun between, I can move right or left. But the thing that is, you have to think about shutting that line down. And if my hand is here, your punch is going to have to go around this to hit me. So anytime I'm working with my hands are going to constantly be working somewhere in this area. They're not going to be down here to where I'm giving you an open shot to hit me. The same when I'm here and I get ready to throw a jab. Okay, a lot of times my fist is going to be here so I can cover that. It's not going to be over here because now I have an opening here. If I'm throwing a jab like this, there's an opening. So a lot of times when I feed, I will feed here. So this is here so I can protect, okay? A lot of times I'm right here on my chin. You know, if you're following the JKD, you know, I will be here on my, you know, my position. And so the hand is here, the guard is out. Keep your hands moving and train. Find a good qualified instructor and somebody that's certified. And learn the little tiny things, okay? The jewels. It's not the big picture, okay? It's about the little tiny things. You know, when I'm moving here, what am I doing with my hands? What am I doing with my feet? Okay, am I moving my head out of the way? That's the jewels, okay? And so, thank you guys for all your subscribing, all you guys subscribing to my channel. Thank you for sharing my videos. And I'll keep trying to put out some information that will help you guys. And this is not always about fighting. It's about everyday situation, okay? You move into some place and the hand goes up. If you think you're going to get hit with something falling down or something, you know, you just kind of like, you automatically do this. Fighting should be the same way, okay? So thank you, and I will see you in the next video.